Okay, let me check that availability real quick. Okay, it looks like we have an appointment for tomorrow at 2. Does that work?
That'll be perfect.
Okay, do you want to meet with, Eric? Is that fine? What was that?
Mr. Brown?
Oh, Mr. Brown, yeah, of course. We can put you with him. Okay, I got you down for tomorrow. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Carmine.
That'll be perfect.
Okay, bye.
We'll see you.
Hi, how can I help you today?
Hi, I'm here to see Mr. Brown. My name's Carmen.
Okay, give me just a minute. I'll see if he's ready for you. You can take a seat.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Mr. Brown. Carmine's ready to meet with you.
Tell her I'll be right out.
Okay, sounds good.
Carmine, I'm ready for you if you want to come on back. I'm Mr. Brown. Nice to meet you. Head back to my office and get started. How's your day been?
Good. Looking forward to this event.
I know, me too. I've been looking over it a little bit and there's a lot of good things about it.
Go a long way back.
I know. I get a lot of exercise every day
Good.
just because of doing this walk. We'll come in here and we'll just take a seat and get right down to business. So, tell me a little bit about how the event will be set up. I want to know how the patrons will be issued tickets, what it will cost them, and how it will be distributed. If they'll be able to do it ahead of time. I want to know the patrons that bought the tickets, how will they be allowed in as well. That's what I'd like to know.
So to limit access, the event will be fenced in on all sides except along the river. Patrons will get into the festival by swiping a pre-purchased wristband with an embedded radio frequency or an RFI chip. I envision setting up most of the wine displays in rows leading down toward the river. And beneath the trees, there'll be tables for the vendors to showcase their wines and seating for the patrons. So to leverage the natural beauty of the river and create a special feel for the event, I'll reserve some nicer wines to use on the riverboat. Since the boat will dock at the pier, I'll place the food vendors nearby so patrons can enjoy a snack while waiting.
So speaking of the vendors with the food on the pier, how will the people, I mean, they've just come off a riverboat trip, how will they pay for the food? I wouldn't expect them to have all of their belongings with them. As well as one of my main concerns is how will they find the particular wine or vendor that they're looking for, the main one that they would be their preference for, say.
So I'm working with a developer to create an event app tied to a special card that acts like a prepaid gift card. So patrons will use the app to load money onto the card, and each time they sample a wine or purchase food, a swipe of the card will update the funds available. The app will also give patrons information about the wines and the vineyard showcased at the festival along with their locations. I want this event to be the premier showcase of boutique wines in the region. I'm willing to take a few chances to make it really amazing. There's nothing else like this event, so I want it to be really good, and I want to be first. Your team will help me with the initial risk assessment. So what are the chances that something goes terribly wrong or that I miss a great opportunity? Either way, what would it cost me? All things considered, how should I respond?
Yeah, I'll work with my team. I'll send out an email to them with all the details that you've given me. I'll have them look over it and we'll discuss it amongst ourselves first, and then I'll give you a call, or one of my people from my team will give you a call, and we'll make it happen. We'll have a meeting and we'll discuss it in further detail. So
Perfect.
see you later, and it was good meeting you. And of course, enjoy one of the cookies on your way out.
Alright, thank you.
Thanks, Carmine. Okay, guys, I met with Carmine earlier this week and we discussed the event that she's putting on. I sent you an email with the different bullet points that she had outlined for us with the event and what she's planning on doing. If you guys had time to look over those and do some risk assessments.
Yeah, so one of my main concerns is the fact that there would be like a high possibility of people to drop in without registering. Based on my previous risk assessments, people will rarely pre-register beforehand. So I don't think it'd be necessarily a good idea for Carmen to limit access to those with pre-registered vans. She would be missing out on an opportunity to obtain even more profit. Based on my calculations, 25% of people wouldn't show up registered.
Yeah, like, I don't know about you guys, but when I go to a party or any kind of event, I do not pre-register. Try to go, like, they give you like the option to get $5 off or whatever the day before if you don't do it at the door, but I always end up paying for it at the door.
Yeah, so.
I really like her idea to put on this event. If it takes off, Carmen will have a great opportunity to make the festival an annual event to make money each year. She could advertise to the attendees the following year if things go well. This could give Carmen another stream of income for her business. And I ran a few numbers, and if her customers continue to come year after year, her annual profits could increase by 10% each year.
Wow, that's a lot. That's awesome. Thank you. We'll continue to go over some more. I'm gonna make another appointment with Carmine and have her come in and discuss this with you guys. You know, I'm pretty busy, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it into the actual meeting with Carmine, but I love the assessments that you guys have done. We can just put it to the test and see what she thinks, and we'll carry it from there.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, guys. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Our team had just discussed with Carmine earlier this week, and we're ready for her to come back in and discuss those things. So would you mind giving her a call and setting an appointment?
Yeah, you bet. I'll call her right now.
Sweet, thanks, Chris.
You bet. Hey, Carmine. Hey, Mr. Brown said that him and his team are ready to meet with you again. Is there a good time for you to meet this next week? Okay. Monday at 1. I'll put you down. Sounds good. Thanks, Carmine. Bye. Well, Carmine, thanks for letting me come meet with you today. I heard that you were doing an event with your wine business.
Yes, I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you know that I've been doing this gambling thing for a long time, and I know you've even tried it a few times, and even though you didn't like it before, you liked it a little bit better after you tried it. And so I wanted to make an offer to you. I would love to, on your riverboat, put some gambling on there, and you know, I do really well with this. I always earn a lot of profit, and I'd love to give you 20% of my profit.
I love it.
You
Let me
do?
talk to my team. I think we want to add that.
Okay, sounds great. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, right this way, Carmine. We'll have you meet the team, introduce you to them. This is Tyler, he's one of our guys on the team, and this is Ruby. So we'll get started. We'll sit down here. This will be your spot, and I'll sit over here.
So I'm excited to see what you've come up with.
Excuse me real quick, I have to take this as an important phone call. You guys can continue doing business. Really? Oh my gosh. I'm on my way. I've got to leave. My wife is having a baby. I will see you guys later. You take care of it.
Wow, that was crazy. Well, congratulations to him. But so we just discussed the fact that you are including wristbands. We really like the idea, but considering that there is a high possibility people will drop in without registering, I don't think it'd be a good idea for you to limit access to only those with pre-registered vans. So with that, if you were to implement the ability to accommodate drop-ins, you could maximize the amount of profit. And
Good
we could
idea.
see a potential increase by 25%. Our suggestion is to like maybe modify your policy, allowing people to purchase the wristbands at the event so that it's not so exclusive.
Yeah, I really like that. Thank you.
Carmen, if this wine festival takes off, we think you will have a great opportunity to make this an annual event each year. You could advertise the event to the attendees the following year if things go well, and this could provide you with another stream of income. So we ran a few numbers, and if your customers continue to come to the festival year after year, your annual profits could increase by 10% each year.
Oh, I love it. So that's great. I love these new ideas. I think we can implement those. While we're on that, I have something else for you to consider.
Okay.
I recently met with an old friend, Captain Bluff, and he would like to add gambling to the riverboat. He's an expert in this area, and he'll navigate all the legalities and make it happen. Captain Bluff offered me 20% of the riverboat gambling profit. Of course, the winners will be paid in cash. Well, I'm interested. I wonder if this will draw a different crowd.
Carmen, before you make a decision, let our team add the impact of this gambling option to the initial risk assessment. And we will get back to you later this week on that report.
Okay, that sounds good.
Right.
Right.
It was nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Have a nice day.
Hello again.
Hello.
So this is my friend Captain Bluff.
Hi.
How's it going?
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
So we were anxious to see what you came up with.
Yeah, so we discussed the gambling, and although it might bring in a different crowd, we think that it will definitely increase the customer base, and it will become an opportunity for you to maximize profit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
That's what I love.
So, the accommodation of people consuming alcohol and betting their own personal money, more situations will arise where security would probably be needed.
No, I've never really had problems with that though. We should be good. Yeah.
I think it's a good idea to have some security on hand.
So, just during our analysis, we determined that there's like probably 3 different levels of risk, ranging from moderate to severe. First being that there's probably going to be an 80% chance of that this crowd will become an annoyance to the people around. Second, there's a 15% chance of public embarrassment, and thirdly, there is going to be a 5% chance of public criticism.
That's pretty low.
That's not too high. I think we can still maintain a safe environment.
Yeah.
Right?
And yeah, these things are a possibility, but as you add more security to the event, we believe it will be handled properly with that security in place. But even though these things are risks, we believe the opportunity for profit outweighs the risks.
Okay, great. I really appreciate the ideas you guys have come up with. It sounds like we've covered anything that might possibly happen, and we have the security in place. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. That's awesome that you liked our ideas, but we'll see how that event goes.
Okay, thank you so much.
We're all gonna be making big money from this.